I began my museum career in 1980. I was a curator for the Bay County Historical Society Museum. And I got the history bug when I was a young man. I used to ride my bike to work. And I think the actual object that hooked me was a piece of Mary Todd Lincoln's dress that had the bloodstains of President Abraham Lincoln on it. And when I was able to take care of that individual object, I knew I was hooked. And being able to help, community members find their Civil War veterans within the local cemeteries in Bay City, Michigan, that's kind of, what lured me to the museum world. And I began that journey in 1980. I was approximately 15 years old at the time. And, I've kind of, attempted to be a museum educator ever since. Prophecies of the people, at one time there would be a time when the people would come back to wanting to know what the elders knew. I've had to acknowledge that the Ziibwing Center of Anishinaabe Culture and Lifeways is actually within the prophecies, and I've had to realize that the Ziibwing Center is a vehicle for allowing the Anishinaabe people to learn more about themselves. The Ziibwing Center of Anishinaabe Culture and Lifeways was envisioned by our tribal elders back in the 1950s. The Ziibwing Center has a wonderful research center, and our research center coordinator, Miss Anita Hurd, often reminds us of tribal council minutes from the 1950s that envisioned a tribal museum on behalf of the Saginaw Chippewa Indian Tribe of Michigan. So our dream has been, envisioned, in the 50s, and it was only until recently that we were able to begin considering a place like the Ziibwing Center for the tribe. And we began the planning approximately in 1998, and we worked for approximately 6 years prior to the grand opening of the Ziibwing Center. And one of the most satisfying things for me was to be able to work with the tribal community to realize this dream on behalf of our tribe. And we're a true participatory museum where the community comes and shapes all aspects of educational programming for the tribe. And that's my favorite thing, is to be able to continue to work with the tribal community in how Ziibwing not only represents the Saginaw Chippewa Indian Tribe of Michigan, but also attempts to tell the story of the Great Lakes Anishinaabe. So we've been here for a long time, and it's something that we're amazingly passionate about. What's exciting about the Nabkazuwin discs, within the collections of the Jesse Besser Museum, is the fact that those slate discs are specific to Ojibwe iconography within the Ojibwe creation story. So as an Ojibwe man, it makes me really happy to know that those discs were placed in the Thunder Bay region to assist to tell a story for the future. And I've worked specifically with Richard Clute, the curator for the Jesse Besser Museum, to bring the Nabkazuwin discs to the Ziibwing Center. At one time, Indian people weren't able to contribute about their own history. So I think the most important thing to understand is now that Indian tribes have success in gaming and are able to afford places of learning and higher education in regard to understanding about Indian people, I think that's where the void is finally being filled.